What's up everyone? This is Shade13 Lord, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. We actually are doing episode 1 of our free-to-play, quote-unquote, challenge. So the goal of this series is to beat floor 20 in all 4 dungeons using only commons and uncommons. I really wanted to see if there was a way helping new players with, say you can't even get the rare that people keep saying this is an important rare to get. Apothecary is a great example of that. If you're really struggling, you can't get some of those key units, even if they're rares. I wanted to find common and uncommon options to be able to get you through the first chunks of the game. So this entire series is seeing if we can beat all 4 of these dungeons, floor 20, with nothing but commons and uncommons. So, as you can see, we're level 29 so far. I really kind of just didn't do a video on the really early stuff. There wasn't anything going on. I mean, we're just getting a couple units and farming out campaign, just pushing for levels of campaign is really all we could do. We beat normal, we're doing hard, and I mean, we're getting like midway in hard. That's just where we're at. We also did some dungeons. I farmed up some of these a bit. Mostly we've been focusing on Dragon, because early game Dragon is really beneficial. That lifesteal set, as well as just that speed set, will help you through a lot of the early portion of the games. So we can do stage 8. And this is our team. As you can see, there's someone missing here. That spot doesn't matter. I've been using mainly her dervish, but occasionally the outlaw monk. The outlaw monk I'm actually leveling up for the purpose of doing clan boss damage, because he has some really good poisons he can apply. This has been what our team is. Really, if you've seen any other major Raid Shadow Legends video a while back, a lot of people were doing content on Shield Guard. He's an absolutely insanely strong uncommon. So he's kind of been our main piece. Sniper just brings some good damage on a multi-hit. Honestly, Crusader just brings solid damage. He's got a rally hit. It's an ally attack skill. It's an ally attack skill. He just brings someone else into another attack. He just does good damage. As you can see, we did get Deliana here. She is going to be food. This account cannot use anyone who isn't common or uncommon, so I might as well just feed her as food for an account. I guess, arguably, I could put her in storage for after this is all done. Then if I decide to use this account for something, I guess then I would have Deliana. That's a fair argument. But anyways, we're not using her to complete any of this. We're doing it with purely commons and uncommons. So a little bit of what we have here. Like I said, early on, Vampire set, extremely strong. If you can get some defense scaling units, they're a lot easier to gear early game. You're not worrying about balancing survivability while also trying to get good damage on units. You can just build them pure defense, get a bunch of survivability, and they will do damage just based off of how they are. This gear here, most of this is garbage. This is flat HP. There's no reason he needs that. This is flat attack. That's not even speed. But it's the parts I have. It is the pieces of gear that I have in most of the early, honestly, garbage gear you get. And that's kind of where we're at. I'm using these teams, really, it's about focusing on what skills you're bringing. So Shield Guard just brings a lot of tankiness. He fills his own turn meter. He cleanses himself. That really helps him keep going. Zephyr Sniper can be huge as an uncommon, because she brings this continuous heal for all allies. That's a decent heal. If you could get her going fast, I mean, just getting continuous heals down every 4 turns is something. It's better than nothing. But bigger than that is her auto attack here, her A1. It's an AoE that has a chance to put a enemy skill on cooldown. these are the things you want to look for. Like I said, I'm building Outlaw Monk because he brings this. He's got placed 2 5% poison debuffs for 2 turns. That drops to a 3 turn. That is really solid. That's a good bit of poison debuffs you're getting out there, especially, again, for an uncommon that makes for really powerful plays in some of the bigger bosses where you can't just do enough damage to get through them. So this is really what we're looking at here. I've been focusing getting some arena stuff done. We've got some buffs here. I'm only doing attack because it's those missions. One of the missions is to get the attack boost and everything except for Void. So that's why we're doing that. But accuracy, I'm claiming every extra bit of accuracy out of here that we can. Then I'll probably start putting into defense and resistance. Really just kind of help out units that way. You really just... The entire point of this series is to show that regardless of specific units, you can get through the content if you are smart about what you're doing. Focusing on a lot of units that bring the skills you need to accomplish certain goals, getting gear sets on to make things easier for yourself, getting vampire sets, get that early lifesteal, help your units just stay alive because you're probably lacking heals. And another great thing, I haven't spent any crystal yet. The reason why is as soon as there's enough, so I just got to my 800 crystals. I'm just doing this. Whatever main unit you're using early on, don't be afraid to just spend your crystals, get their scrolls. Masteries can help so much on units. And if you have to spend the early portion of your game doing nothing but farming Minotaur to try to get all those scrolls, it's going to be rough. But doing this, as soon as he gets to 6-star, I can put War Master on the shield guard. Just watch him start doing a bunch of extra damage 60% of the time. Some of these mastery buffs are ridiculously huge number boosts to your champions. So getting them early is a huge help. Normally, you would do this on whatever your main unit was. So whichever of the 4 starting ones, or maybe you got a really good, maybe you got really lucky in early summon and got a really good champion that way. Or for the 7 days, you got a good champion, you got free solid legendary like Deliana, or back when Ninja was an option. Things like that. Whichever person you're really building out and using a lot, don't be afraid, just drop those 800 crystals, get all their scrolls, because those masteries will help you out a ton. Once I have that first one, I don't know if I will drop 800 crystals the next time I earn up enough to just unlock a next champion. I might, because struggling with only uncommons, it's not a bad idea. But if I can use this for energy refills and just spend the time actually farming things out, go farm Minotaur at this point, I might be doing that as well. Once you get that first main champion who just has all of them, it'll help out a lot. So like I said, focusing a lot on getting the missions done. I'm just going through, and as I'm progressing through campaign, I'm at the same time progressing through these missions. I'm trying to keep them 1 for 1. I didn't even keep going on campaign until I finished the earlier sewer missions, or the earlier castle missions. Another great area is the challenges. Some of these are harder than others. Do what you can. These are all free resources for you. So, these were kind of my main focus points. This is episode 1. You've kind of seen where we're at, the strategies I'm using, what we're using to progress forward. I'll start doing check back videos on this account more and more often now that the account's actually somewhere. It's beginning to progress, because this is the point I want to start showing people how you can do these things. Like I said, at this point, I'm using whatever uncommons I can that have good abilities, and I'm just pushing through. Most people, I am sure, can get up to stage 10 pretty easy. Just playing the game over time, you put some time into it, get some decent units, stick some gear on them, you'll be able to do it. Stage 10 isn't the big concern. Once we start progressing forward here, this is where it's going to matter more and more what you're using. So the main thing is we'll get more and more videos out to really explain and look through how we can progress with these things and get to 20. So, that being said, that's going to do it for this video. I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching the video. Like, subscribes, I know everyone does it, I know everyone brings it up, but it really does help a lot. That extra visibility is what really helps any channels get started and really get moving, so I greatly appreciate it. If you want to see stuff live, I also do miniature painting, as well as raid and other games live on Twitch, so feel free to check me out there as well, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!